Friday night spikes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I know that we are starting 2 minutes late. That is on me. When we uploaded the stream, the thumbnail was incorrect. I see my friend Harrison Fant in the background. Harrison, what's up? I started the stream before you got in here just so I could tell you you were late. What's up,
really?
man?
Twitter knows the real truth, though. Twitter knows the truth.
Oh, no, that was on me. I uploaded
Full
it in
blame.
StreamYard. I uploaded it in StreamYard. I messed something up, so I had to delete the stream, and that's why it took me an extra minute.
And then I get an error message, and I say, Chris,
I know. That's why I texted you, said sending new link. That's why I said that, because I had to delete it, because I uploaded it with no thumbnails. I was like, all right, I got to delete, redo this. And either way, here we are.
Chris Phillips.
That wasn't a technical issue.
Any other.
That wasn't a technical issue. That was a
I don't know
what the word.
Judge.
I don't know what that wasn't a technical issue. That was a user error. User error, not a technical issue. Also, we're not going to have any camera foolishness tonight. I'm not even using that camera. If you can't tell, not using that camera. It's not a technical issue. So, anyways, guys, appreciate you all. Welcome to Friday Night Spikes. Thank you all so much. As you all probably know by now, I am live on location. Nashville, Tennessee, was out at Hawkins Field earlier watching Vandy and Arkansas do battle.
Weren't you live from the Hawk?
Because how would I stream from the Hawk, Harrison?
Hop on the
I don't know that streaming Friday Night Spikes live on location from Hawkins Field would be. I don't know that that's doable. I don't think they want me in the press box doing that. I don't think they want me in the press box shouting to you and
I just wanted
carrying on.
I wanted to be able to hear the Vandy Whistler on Friday Night Spikes.
Dude, I didn't hear him at all. I don't know that he was even there. I did not hear a single whistle all night. And I like do the first 2 innings because I was eating. I was in the press box. And you know me, like I don't really like to be in the press box. So I went out and there's not a lot of concourse at Hawkins Field. If y'all don't know, there's none essentially. There's like this little bit of area in front of where the press box is. So I went out there and stood. The Vandy Whistler didn't even cross my mind because I didn't hear a whistler.
Is he okay?
Dude, maybe he was busy. I don't know. He had to have been busy. Something.
Maybe that's why they're getting shut out right now.
You said what?
Maybe that's why they're getting shut out right now.
I don't know. Yeah, when I left, it was 5-0 Arkansas. I felt pretty confident with the way that Zach Root was pitching and just the lack of pop I saw from Vandy's lineup. That Arkansas is probably what inning are we in now in that game? Where are we at in that game?
Top 8.
Top 8. Still 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0 top 8.
Yeah, they've got that.
I got the quad box going.
At the quad box. Dude, that's an Apple TV thing. Right? I might have to get Apple TV. That seems pretty badass.
Texas A&M, first SEC win of the season. He catches it at the wall to end the game.
Would that have tied it like if it went out?
I was looking away from it. I don't think so. I mean, it's 9-7.
So A&M gets their first conference win of the season.
Hey, they got one before Florida did.
Harrison, on that note, we got a lot to talk about really quickly, guys. Before we get going, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast. We get your podcast. Again, make sure you check us out on all social media platforms as well as our website, secunfiltered.com. And as always, we are powered by our friends over at FANDUEL. Visit FANDUEL.com/SECU to join today and get started with $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Once again, that's FANDUEL.com/SECU to get $200 in bonus bet today. And Harrison, I am 0-2 on the night. After going 3-0 last night, 0-2 in gambling picks. Ole Miss hits that 3 at the buzzer. Harrison, here's the problem. The total was 143.5. That 3 at the buzzer finished it at 143. How does Vegas know? How do they know?
I think they
How did they get it so close?
I think they have Biff's Sports Almanac. I really do.
Well, they had Tennessee, I believe, -4 4.5 or 5 or 5.5, and I took Kentucky to cover, and that was a horrific pick. Vols get the big dub.
Hey,
Vols get their revenge.
If you're fading Chris Phillips, you're making a lot of money.
Well, right now you're 2-3 this weekend if you're fading me, so you're actually down. I'm still up.
Overall,
you're up. If you faded me last weekend, you are having a time. You had a time last weekend fading me.
Are you watching Oklahoma, Alabama?
I have no games pulled up.
5-4. Hold on, I'm trying to make it bigger.
Let me
Tennessee just ended.
Screen here.
LSU, Mississippi State's in a weather delay.
Really?
Let's pull up 0-6, 0-7.
Dude. Okay, yeah. So let's get to that. Harrison. Florida might be cooked. They might be cooked.
According to my tweet.
Oh, I hate to say it, bro. They might be cooked. They might be cooked. I don't doubt Sully. I'm not going to say it's a 0% chance, but it's 1%.
Yeah.
It's like 1%.
Can't count on a Sully squad.
Dude, it's ugly, man. To lose game 1 of that doubleheader after
the way they did
the bat spike.
I'll be honest, I didn't see him get ejected. I was watching.
Yeah, dude, I
didn't see them physically eject him.
Let him play.
People, that's funny because Chris, like that tweet of the replays that I posted from that, like right as it happened. I posted it's blowing up right now.
Congrats to Harrison. Had a big post tonight. Congrats.
Hey.
Had a post pop tonight. Congrats. Had a boy. Hey, you know what they say, Harrison? You know what they say? Get hot, stay hot. Get hot, stay hot.
Hey, Chris is trying to, get hot and stay hot himself, but it ain't working.
Get hot, stay hot. Get hot, stay. Why not? Why not?
Hopefully. Why not me? Why not?
Why not?
No, it's funny because people in the comments are having a great time about it, but people in the comments are also thinking that I'm a huge Florida fan. It's like, yeah, like just trashing me about it. I'm like, I don't care. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'll say this. I mean, I've got a soft spot for Florida. They treated me really well. Like, I'm not upset.
No, yeah,
I'm not upset that Ole Miss won, but I mean, they treated me really well. Like, I don't want to see Florida be 0-9 in SEC play, but
yeah,
dude, this league will just teach you alive, man. And they've got injuries, and they won't make excuses. I mean, the injuries are big, but I think I'll tell you this. I think there's some other stuff too. I think I hate to say it, the chemistry of that team, I questioned a little bit. I've talked to some people that have talked to some former Gators. Heck, I mean, people I've talked to within Florida just question the toughness of that team. Just call it for what it is, right? Just call it for what it is. The toughness of that team. So, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Winning cures all.
The same way that like A&M's struggling with toughness.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, winning,
it's not an identity thing.
Winning cures all. So, like, you wouldn't be having that combo if you were winning some games. So, I don't know if it's the same thing as A&M. I don't know. But it's not, though, because you got a first-year head coach versus a guy in Kevin O'Sullivan. So, like, I really don't think it's a coaching thing. Like, I know Florida fans are going to make it out to be that way.
But you can also say,
it's not.
A&M's having the same amount of about the same amount of injuries as Florida.
No, dude, no. Let's not. Dude, Florida has lost.
Would argue that.
Dude, A&M still has their full weekend rotation intact.
But you lose SEC Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You lost a big piece, but I don't know, man. I don't know. A little bit different. Dude, speaking of pitching, how about Georgia?
I was just
Colton
about
Smith.
to say.
Dude, Georgia heard us and took it personally.
Hey,
they took what we said.
Georgia, you are welcome. I'm taking full credit. You are welcome, Georgia.
Georgia heard our comments and took all that shit personally. They absolutely
after my
did.
comments, I definitely hopped on the phone with Wes Johnson. Hey, time to turn it on. You're welcome. And see what happens. You're welcome. Just gonna say you're welcome. See you in Omaha.
The cap's fire, by the way, Harrison. That's a really nice piece.
2021 Atlanta Braves.
That's a really nice piece.
Wore this while I was on the trophy tour facilitating that, and I love this hat. It's pretty cool. I don't bring it out a ton, but thought it was a white shirt today.
Yeah.
Hey, we're repping the 2019 Sun Belt League champions.
Shout out.
League,
the real ones know about the Sun Belt League champions.
Brookhaven Bucks, Sun Belt League champions, 2018 summer and 2019 summer, back-to-back champions. The only ones to go back-to-back and the only championships for Brookhaven Bucks in franchise history. Just saying.
How about it? Good for you, Harrison.
Hey, how about the boy? Hey, head coach, former big leaguer at the Cubs, Corey Patterson.
Really? Yeah, that is a big name.
Pitching coach, Mark Pope.
Real ones know that name.
Yep. Our pitching coach was Mark Pope, former Georgia Tech pitcher. IMG Academy coach as well. Great guy. We had some studs. We had
Harrison, Oklahoma just took the lead on a bomb in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, dang, I saw that.
Jason Sheehan, 6-5, OU up.
Yeah, Vandy's making a pitching change with the bases loaded. Dang.
Dude, I tell you, Arkansas's got some pop, man. And it's more than just one or two guys. Dude. It's up, it's up and down the lineup.
It's SEC pop too.
Yeah, that was fun to watch tonight. They are
LSU State tough. Just started.
Oh, because of weather?
Yeah. My boy, I'll be honest, got the Braves on the big screen. I'm not even no shame.
I heard they gave up a home run on the first pitch of the fucking game.
Yeah, my boy Wiley Ballard.
Which I love though. I got a buddy of mine. I won't name him, but he's a really, really good friend of mine. I mean, dude, it's a 162 game season. He's one of those guys. 162 game season. He has literally texted me yesterday. Fucking bullpen fucking sucks. I'm like, dude, it is one game.
Yeah.
They play 161 more.
It said me the next 7 months of my life having the Braves dictate my move.
Yeah. I mean, and then he texts me tonight. He's like, gave up a pitch on the first, or gave up a home run on the first fucking pitch of the game. I'm like, are you gonna do this every day? Like, come on, man. Let the Bravos figure it out.
I feel that, but Chris, shout out to my guy Wiley Ballard on the sideline, dugout reporting for the Braves for FanDuel Sports Network. Shout out FanDuel.
Yeah, I should have.
Wiley Ballard on the sideline.
So I've got a FanDuel login. I would like everybody to know though, it was not free. I'm splitting it with a buddy of mine. I should have. If I'd have known that was going to be the setup for the Braves, I would have negotiated that in the contract. I will do that next year. I will say, hey, I want included. We get a login.
Yeah, I mean
that doesn't seem asking much.
Yeah, I mean that's nothing for them. But hey, I got it on Xfinity. But no, Wiley Ballard called Georgia Tech game with him a couple weeks ago. Great guy, and he's been killing it with the Braves. He did some spring training games on the call. He's doing some silent reporting again this year for the Braves, so enjoy watching him on there. And I mean, can I have enough baseball, Chris? I got quad box of college baseball and then the Braves pods on the big screen.
It's a baseball guy, man. It's a baseball guy. I mean, listen, Harrison, I'll say this since I'm amongst friends talking about being baseball guys. Dude, I'm going to say this. I like college basketball. I really do. But, like, do you
know how much? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. And again, I can say this because I'm amongst friends and nobody will judge me. And we obviously are covering March Madness. Our guy, Dave Shoemate, is going to go live tonight after the Auburn game. He's going to react to all the games. Really, really good stuff. I'm proud of our basketball coverage. But I'm going to be honest with you, Harrison. I'm going to keep it a buck. I've built my business off of being honest. Harrison, do you know how much more of a baseball guy I am than a basketball guy? I've realized this over the last
I think I'm the only one who knows.
I would rather watch a midweek game than watch a basketball game.
Wait, any basketball game?
Even March Madness. I'm like, I just don't really care. Like I'll watch it. But think about it, bro. The Sweet 16 is going on, and I went on the road to watch Vandy, Arkansas. Like,
yeah,
I mean, listen, this is why we scale. So we can all play to our own strengths.
Chris, let's call it what it is, delegating.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're delegate. Yeah, we can all play to our own strengths. We can delegate. We can let Shu run wild. But I'm just like,
that's why his stream's behind, trying to do 4 at once. Chinook, I got 5 going, bro.
No, he was on time. He's on time.
No, he's saying my stream for my games while they're always behind.
Oh. Well, I don't even have streams pulled up. So yeah. All right, let's get into
Chinook.
Yeah, he's locked in. Chinook, hey,
bottom 8.
Chinook, I was locked in tonight at the ballpark, man. Had the they're over there. Had the seeds and I had the water bottle. It was key.
Spitting the seeds into the water.
Spitting seeds in the water bottle. Yes. Yeah, Hawkins Field looked clean.
All right, Chris, 2 things. Biggest takeaway from Hawkins Field, like as like a environment, ballpark kind of way, and then biggest takeaway from the game that you were at so far.
Biggest takeaway from Hawkins Field, it is very tight quarters. There's not a whole lot of room, to be honest. Like, every piece of real estate in there is occupied by a seat. Like I said, there is no concourse. You're either like, there's no standing room in there. Like, really, I don't know where. Maybe in the outfield.
I don't think I went in the outfield. I sat like right behind the first base on deck circle.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I just don't understand, and I feel like Vandy people could understand this and maybe even agree. I just don't know why, when they were building all the shit with Vandy, they were like, let's put it all as close together as we possibly can.
They were landlocked is why.
I mean, dude, literally guys are hitting foul balls into the football stadium.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It sucks.
I'm just like, I mean, I will say this, though. It is in its own way, because let's call it for what it is. We rank it near the bottom of the ballpark rankings. It is what it is.
I think it's second at the bottom right now.
It is picturesque in its own way. It is. It's
kind of like niche. It's niche.
It's very niche. They have more seating than I realized, like with the outfield. Yeah. I didn't realize how much outfield seating there is.
Chris, they might have more seating than Oklahoma.
Yeah, they
with
might.
The outfield.
They might. Biggest takeaway from the game? Dude, Hogs got popped. I mean, Hogs have got popped, dude.
And Zach Root's still in throwing.
Dude, and I'll tell you this. I don't know if you saw me repost the video or you just saw it watching the game. Dude, the catch that R.J. Austin made.
I did not see that. I'm going to look.
So, like, have you seen better diving catches? Probably. Sure. But I'm telling you, Harrison, the ground he covered to get there was just nuts. I mean, it was nuts to see how far he went. Because you're watching it, you're like, that is in the gap. That ball is 110% in the gap. And, I mean, he cuts on the burners to get over there. Like, that was a big – that was like –
Texas B to A in Como. It's the first thing I see.
Texas belt to ass, yeah. Yeah, they run ruled him, apparently.
I don't see – did you tweet about it?
Yeah, I did. Oh, no, on my personal account.
Oh, okay.
Which I need to go retweet that. Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, it was on my personal account.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Tennessee beat South Carolina 11-7. That game just went final. That game's actually a little closer than we expected.
Dude, it was like he was running before the ball was even hit.
I'm telling you. So I was outside. I was like watching. The video doesn't dude, to your point, the read he got off the bat was crazy. Crazy. Like, it felt like he was in a sprint. Like, the moment you heard ping. Like, yeah. I mean, it was crazy. Harrison, I'm going to get in a few of these comments here. Gabe 11. Go Dogs. Pitching was so fun to watch tonight ever since Wes had that mound visit with Colton last Friday versus the Gators. The guys on the mound have been great. A little fire in their ass. That's why you hire Wes Johnson.
I want to throw one up. Where is it?
Little fire in their ass. Yeah. No lies were told. Bevo's bodyguard. Mizzou is really bad at baseball. No lies are told.
Hey, shout out to the fraternity that sponsors them.
Let's throw up Gig 'em. How about the Aggies tonight? Hey, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Give it up to the Aggies. How about them? Vols are your daddy. Go Vols, baby. How about the Vols? This is blasphemous what I'm about to do. But because I'm in Nashville, but where I'm staying, my buddies, they are.
Let's go. There we go. Justin LeBron on again.
Harrison.
Second, no outs.
I know. My buddies I'm staying with are Vols alum. Here you go. Look at this. Look at this.
I will give my all for you know when I read that, I automatically will forever think Hunter Inslee.
Oh yeah.
I will never not associate that with Hunter Inslee.
Yeah. I love the fact LSU just started.
Yeah, gosh. I mean,
I love that.
Hey, shout out to Vandy Boys. I got a Vandy Boys shirt when I was there. Sick. Love it. And I have a little it's probably about maybe a little bit bigger than a baseball, right? Square of it says like Vandy Boys Hawkins Field, and it has like a turf. It's from like the turf of the field when they redid it. Sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Gigambart says, or Texas Rock said, I'm judging. I don't know what they're judging me for.
A lot of things, probably.
Yeah, that's what Gigambart said.
Flip your mirror camera around so you can rep the hat straight.
Dude, shut the fuck.
Sunbelt League champion.
I literally heard a guy. I literally you walk.
Wait, actually, no, it is right because your shirt says SEC unfiltered.
Yeah, yes.
So the hat's backwards and upside down.
You knew that.
No, I know it's upside down, but it's backwards though.
Oh well, dude, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I'm telling you, Chris,
I walked by a guy.
Look back at this, Chris. It might be as early as 5 years, Chris, from now. Man, that was a stupid trend.
Yeah, but I'll still have the hat.
Yeah.
And it'll be like everything else, where it's like in 5 years it'll be dumb, and then like 10 more years it'll be cool again.
Maybe.
Everything's cyclical with trends. Everything's cyclical. It's all cyclical.
Hey, that's a big word, baby.
Cyclical. Yeah.
Cyclical.
Yeah.
I heard that word in a.
Dude, we got Georgia baseball fans in the chat. Georgia, baby. Pitching looked fire tonight.
Georgia has baseball fans?
Georgia baseball fans are out to prove a point, son.
I'm surprised.
They're out to prove a point.
Shout out to Georgia baseball fans. Maybe I wonder how many are in here in the chat first off, because I want to see a couple more chime in. I got a question for Georgia.
Hey, Harrison, tough night for you to talk as a Tech guy. Tough night. Tech falls. Tough night.
Bottom of the ninth, down 2.
Tough night for the Jackets.
Don Lackey hits a bomb that comes short just at the warning track. They would have tied it.
They had anybody on. It would have tied it.
Would have tied it.
Oh.
Ends the game.
Hey,
he caught it on the wall.
Hey, Clemson's good, man. Clemson's good.
Being good. Alabama just tied it up.
Oh, dude, I got to get these games on. I got the Warren Nolan scoreboard going on.
Shout out Warren Nolan.
Yeah.
Who was it?
But yeah, I mean, it's dude. I
noticed that they have the rankings wrong earlier this week.
Did they really? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean, they're not perfect, but I mean,
no, I caught
better than nothing.
Quickly.
And I'm not even seeing Bama, Oklahoma on.
What's
stream?
Who else is in here? Let's see. I have an idea.
Dude, where's Jake? Damn, bro. He's got to interview David Pierce.
Yeah.
Because Rice baseball, baby. We got to get the Rice up.
Right. Hey, was it Rice ECU, I think, tonight?
Yes. Hey, I will tell you this, man. I will say this. Loving the Central Time Zone. Wow. Loving the fact that it's 9:25 here. Love that. Loving the Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
Yes. By the way, for those of you who completely miss it on social media, the Central Time Zone will be my time zone because in 2 months, SEC Unfiltered HQ, Nashville, Tennessee.
CMA Fest live.
CMA Fest to Omaha we go.
I can't. That's gonna be fun.
Eagle Rare, by the way. I saw Chinook. Eagle Rare. Neat.
Hey,
tonight.
You need to get double Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare neat. Harrison always got to one-up me.
I am going to be doing my best to get on that call.
You just need to go.
I will. I'll be there. Nonetheless.
I'll apply for a credential for that one.
Let me find out. I probably know who to talk to. But I'm going to try to be on the call for that. And he's talking about Georgia Tech at the Braves Stadium because they play the same thing that Florida State plays, 3 neutral sites or 3 midweeks. Well, I don't know if they play midweeks now. I guess they're midweeks because they used to play home, away, and neutral, and used to be always at the Braves. Sometimes in the history they've played at like the Gwinnett Stripers AAA Stadium, but I'm going to try to be on the call for that color. If not, I'm going to try to do sideline report for that for the network.
Sideline report. Very nice.
Let's see what I can do. Let's see what strings I can pull.
Yeah, I wish it was a weekend series, but you can only have so many weekend series. That's the problem.
Hey, can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. What else? You said Mizzou. Alabama just took the lead.
Yeah, they just brought Oklahoma just brought in Dylan Crooks. Leads the SEC in saves, but Bevo's backyard, Georgia Tech rejoining the SEC. Hey, Georgia Tech used to be in the SEC back in the day. They have an SEC championship in football.
Dude, Florida up 5-4, bottom of the 6th. They need every win, but you need to get one. You need to get. If you can, I'll tell you. Here I go. Harrison, if you can get this one, you can go to 1-8. Hear me out. You can go to 1-8. You got a 3-game set. Let's see who's next. If you can go to 1-8, all right? Hear me out. You got Vandy at home for 3 next weekend. Then you got Mizzou at home for 3. At Mississippi State for 3 following. Gators could get hot.
Yeah. I mean, they need to get healthy, though, is the thing.
Gators could get hot, though. That's the part of the schedule to get hot. It's part of the schedule to get hot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good time to trend upwards because they were really front-loaded. Like, Ole Miss is not bad. It's just it looks bad because they haven't won an SEC game yet. For me, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I
I
need like a bigger TV. I mean, granted, I have the 65-inch on the Braves game, so I just can't see who's batting. Oh, it's Will.
All right, Harrison. I'm going to go ahead and call it. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and call this because I want to ask everybody a question. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Okay, give or take a day or two. We have officially hit the halfway point of the 2025 college baseball season. What is your biggest takeaway at the halfway point? Or it can be anything. Biggest surprise, biggest disappointment, biggest overachiever. Just the first thing you think or the thing that you think of.
I'm pulling it up right now.
What is it that you think you're like, that's my biggest takeaway from the first half? Because essentially the first half of the season is over. Right, we're about 27, 28 games through. We're essentially at that point.
Gross.
Tomorrow is essentially the halfway point.
Yeah, biggest takeaway in 2025 college baseball season so far as a whole, Chris. Texas A&M, that ball's all off the wall.
What, Bama, Oklahoma?
That's scoring at least one. Bama just took the lead 7-6. First and third, Will Plattner off the wall. Second and third now, no out still. Sorry. Biggest takeaway of 2025 college baseball season so far, Chris. Texas A&M, Florida, Kentucky, UNC, and Virginia. All those teams in the College World Series in 2024. As of, I think, coming into this weekend, those SEC teams, 2-16 in SEC play, ACC, 9-11 to start ACC play. A combined 11
5-5
and 27 to start conference
11
play.
and 27.
That's 5 College World Series teams from last year. Biggest takeaway right there is that's how deep the SEC, I'm going to say the ACC is deep too, and how hard it is to be consistently great at college baseball.
They won UNC, by the way, won tonight 2-0. Who did they?
I'm clipping that off later.
Who did they? Okay, they lost 2 or 3 to Louisville. They lost 2 or 3 to Stanford. Wow. Oh, by the way, side note, we're talking college baseball as a whole. You'll never guess who I ran into tonight. Dapped up, said what's up, talked to in the.
Wait, let me guess.
In the booth.
In the booth.
In the booth. In the press box.
Like former player.
He did play in the SEC.
At Vandy.
No, he did not play at Vandy.
At Arkansas?
He was on the call. That's my hint.
Oh, so in the booth. Okay. Let me listen and see if I can tell who's on the call.
Jesus, dude. It was Chris Burke.
Oh, C. Berkey, baby.
It was Berkey. Yeah. That was my first time ever meeting him in person. Yeah.
You didn't meet him in Omaha when we were in there?
I didn't. I did. Dude, I thought that was my first time meeting him tonight, too.
I'll share.
I was like, dude, it's great to finally run into
him. Got me a pickle.
So,
yeah, they got him out.
Burke, so for those that don't know, maybe you weren't following along last year, Burke did come on our show. It was actually, I think, the week before the SEC tournament. We'll get Burke back on the show. Be a really good time. So we're going to get Burke back on, friend of the show. I really want to get KP back on like before. I typically past years have done one appearance with KP. I think we need like a pre-College World Series or at least like a pre-postseason. Kyle Peterson.
We should do a postseason roundtable.
That'd be great. Yeah, get us all involved. KP's awesome, man. He's super dope. Berkey's awesome too. He's dope.
I'll say this is the Friday Night Spike story. I'm going to try to share a story or experience on Friday Night Spikes every week now. Today's and this week's story in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going up in the elevator from field level to go to the press box and whatnot. Lo and behold, I go in the elevator by myself. Comes waltzing on in. You want to take a guess who?
Kyle Peterson.
Eduardo Perez, Kyle Peterson, Karl Ravech, and Chris Burt. That was a fun elevator ride. Yeah. I mean, it was super cool. I mean,
nightmare blunt rotation.
Well, I'm just thinking, I'm like, this is really cool. And like, we talked for a minute, and then I ended up talking to Eduardo Perez after that. And Chris, part B of the story, super nice. Eduardo Perez is one of the nicest guys on air, like of baseball people that I've met and had like more than one short conversation with. Ended up talking to him just about kind of his style, how he goes about, his job of doing play-by-play, or not play-by-play, but color analyst and whatnot, and gave me some really good advice. And it was funny because I really carry that over into now having the fortunate and blessed opportunity to call baseball games as a color analyst for a Power 4 school, an ACC school in Georgia Tech. He told me, he goes, "You can ask Ben," because I was talking to Ben earlier, and he goes, "You can ask Ben." He goes, "I probably do the least amount of prep of any of them." Like he goes, "I don't not do prep. It's just compared to what they have to do." And he goes, "I like to use my eyes and like see what's going on and just think like, why is that happening? Like, well, why did that happen? Why did they do it that way?" Just to like kind of answer that question. And it's been really great insight and just a great kind of directional guide for me doing color analysis so far. And something I really leaned on and have really appreciated him for that. So next time I see him, I'll definitely share that with him and show him some appreciation. But really cool. Kind of full circle moment for that.
Who's the main guy on the call for the College World Series? What's his name again? Does MLB?
Karl Ravech.
Karl Ravech.
That ball.
I will say this.
Leaping gone.
Who hit a bomb?
Into the landing.
Bama?
No, LSU. I think it's Daniel Dickinson.
I will say this. I speak for the people. I know I speak for a lot of people when I say this. And this is not meant as those guys do a fine job. I do wish we allowed the people that called college baseball season all season long to call the College World Series. I do.
I cannot agree with that even more.
I'm just like, listen, Karl Ravech, you're really good at what you do. Eduardo Perez, good. But, bro, they ain't watched a single college baseball game all season.
But I will give them, like, you do get, you try their mindset is to get their best guys and just, I think, biggest names too.
But I get why they do it because ESPN picks it up. I agree,
it. But let me finish. It's because they want like the big name and, just kind of the recognizable voice, but also they can do just a week's worth of prep too. That's kind of like ESPN's mind and NCAA baseball's mindset of that. But I agree. Like, who would be your dream call?
The guy that calls LSU games. You can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. He might be a little biased when LSU
plays. Because LSU's always in Omaha. I don't know who I would have do play-by-play, Chris.
Dude, just get the guys that do the SEC tournament. Get Tom Hart, Ben McDonald, Berkey, KP.
DeLucci.
Just let them do it. Yeah.
I don't know who I'd have do play-by-play.
Matt Sturgeon, our guy Cole. Santa Maria.
Angels broadcaster and MLB Network studio host. No, I don't know who I do play-by-play, Chris,
dude,
but I would.
Lynn Rollins and Ben McDonald. There you go.
Just knowledge and also passion and just keeping up with college baseball. I'd say Ben McDonald.
Ben McDonald would be awesome.
So engaging. He has stories for days, and he watches so much college baseball.
Hey, get our guy Harrison Fant on the call. Get our guy Jack DeLongshaw on the call. Let's bring all of them in. Let's bring them all in.
Get Darren Vaught on the call too.
Get them all in there. All the college guys. Let's make our own SEC unfiltered broadcast.
College baseball people that know ball and have watched it all season on the sideline reporting too.
Let's just make our own SEC unfiltered broadcast. This is a separate broadcast. If you want to hear the people that have been following college baseball since day one, they care about the midweeks, this is the broadcast for you. We'll just have our own simulcast. We will 1,000% get sued by ESPN, but it's okay. We're going to do it anyways.
We do a radio cast.
We could just do a live stream. We could just do a live stream watch along. That's just live stream watch along.
Chris, we could do like a radio cast basically, and you can watch the game on ESPN on mute and listen to us.
I will say, and I want to ask the audience here too. I want to get you guys' thoughts. And I want to say this to you, Harrison. I used to do live stream watch-alongs. Like we would be like this, and I would have the TV up, and it would be like we'd be watching a certain game. Would y'all be interested in that content? I mean, you see like the Barstools of the world and others do that. I'm curious if you guys would be interested in that content.
Yeah.
I mean, Friday Night Spikes is kind of a version of that. It kind of is. By the way, I do want to highlight because Gunner Files has been commenting over and over. Zach Root shoved. The Hogs shoved. Dude, Zach Root, 8 innings pitched, scoreless, 100 pitches. Shoved. Dude, I know I just changed subject so quickly. So, by the way, I'm dead ass. Would love to do like the live stream watch along stuff.
I got one more comment though too.
Yeah, go
Imagine
ahead.
Sideline reporting me and Jack to the long shot.
I like it.
Or no, you know what it could be like? Just like it. I don't want to say a personality kind of hire, but you know how they did A-Rod, Derek Jeter, and Big Papi like first row, just kind of with mics, just watching like the home run derby.
Dude, we need me, you, and Jake.
Imagine that, just us sitting there, just watching it, like just vibing and knowing what baseball and talking.
There's your live stream watch along, but we have to. Here's the thing: we could do that. We would just have to give up going to the game in person.
I'm not giving up going to.
No, I mean we could do it from Omaha.
Yeah, what if we like?
I mean, listen, a live stream
eats in like somewhere like first kind of rows, whatever, and found where there's an outlet, just add an extension cord, just filming us in the stands watching it, and had mic'd up. But can we get sued for that technically?
No, because you're not broadcasting the game. No, you're not broadcasting the game.
No, okay, literally, this is what I was thinking of. Our guy Cole Thompson is in the chat, hanging out watching. Just do a Pat McAfee sideline College World Series show. Literally that.
Oh, we're gonna have.
Literally, that's the best idea.
Our Omaha content's gonna be an electric factory. That's straight up. I mean, it's gonna be an electric factory because we're gonna have at least four. At least four gonna be there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I think so.
A&M ain't looking good.
Maybe not, but you know who is looking good? Arkansas is looking good. Tennessee's looking good. LSU's looking good. Vandy's looking all right. Bama's looking good.
Oklahoma's looking good. Texas looking good.
Texas is looking good. That's a fun exercise.
Ole Miss is looking good.
That's a fun exercise.
You know who's not looking good?
How many SEC
First time
teams?
watching Missouri tonight. Might be the worst team in SEC.
They're terrible. Over under 3.5 SEC wins. My guy Blake Ruffino, AYS Sports took over 3.5. I'm going under. I am sticking with the under 3.5. I'm sticking
with the under 4.5. I got preseason. I said 4.
Yeah, I guess it was 4.5. Either way, I'll take under 4.5, and I'll take under.
Dang. What I will say, hey, Mike Monaco on the call, play-by-play, Ben McDonald color.
I like Mike Monaco.
So,
yeah,
Chapel Thrill.
Enough
said.
JR Real, more likely to happen in all. I think it means all SEC College World Series, or Mizzou wins a series.
Mizzou wins a series.
Who do they win a series against?
I'll pull it right now.
Who? Chinook, I had the hash chili tonight. Very, very good. And I also gave my buddies, I'm staying with a few bags, so we're spreading the love.
Hey, Chris, I'm not to be mean or anything, but at Florida.
Ooh.
Hey,
I mean, you
at
can't.
A&M.
But see, Florida's looking at that too. It's like, all right, we're gonna sweep. This is our time to sweep. But
at A&M.
Let me ask you this.
Maybe versus Mississippi State last week of the season.
Let me ask you this, Harrison, and I'll ask everybody else too. If A&M sweeps this weekend, in the back of your mind, are you like, all right, they can get it rolling? Will you let yourself go that far?
No, I'm going to like the direction that they're going.
You're gonna like the weekend. You're gonna like the weekend, but
show me it again.
But they've got Tennessee next.
Show me exactly.
They gotta go to Knoxville. Exactly. You can't even feel good about beating Kentucky because you're like, we got to go to Knoxville. That's brutal, man.
I'm trying to pull up the rest
That's
of the schedule.
brutal. Hey, what'd you think about Liam Doyle tonight? Bro, Ethan Petrie, my God, that home run he hit. Oh my, dude, Ethan Petrie turned a 98-mile-an-hour fastball around like it was BP. Dude, I mean, good God.
Dude, people are still in my comments about this game, about the what's his face?
Brendan Lawson. Yeah.
Like 2 comments I just got. Let's see. How'd that turn out at the end of the game, huh? Hey, over 100K finally. There we go. Reminds me of the infamous LSU player's shoe thrown by Wilson at Florida. Not in control. You'll lose. Get it together, Gators. That shoe. Didn't they lose the rest of the games that season, Chris?
That what? You said what now?
The Florida Gator that threw the shoe, remember of LSU, and then they
Marco Wilson, Marco Wilson or whatever.
Yeah, and then they I think they. Oh, that's crushed. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Braves got out of the jam.
So apparently A&M 4 errors tonight. 4 errors and still won.
2 of them.
Well, this is why I picked A&M to beat Kentucky. Because at some point you just have more talent than the other guy.
You got to.
Texas rocks. I'm actually almost happy for Aggie. Almost. Love that. Chad, he says,
okay.
Roll Tide.
What I'll say about the Ethan Petrie home run that went upper deck, yeah.
Dude,
it went on upper deck,
bro.
I will say Liam Doyle, his go-to 1-2-0-2 is an upper deck heater, right at the letters. And I think Petrie just knew that from the scouting report and is sitting on that and he's like, I'm not going to let him beat me with that. And
Ethan Petrie is also low key might be a big leaguer.
Yeah,
he's got to cut down on the strikeouts, but bro, he's one of the best hitters. He's one of the best hitters in the SEC, and we just don't talk about him because his team's not very good.
Yeah,
you're going to get a 98-mile-an-hour fastball up past a lot of guys, but Ethan Petrie, Harrison, we're talking about a guy that took Paul Skeens deep.
Didn't he do it
with no problem?
Or no, it was his first at bat, right?
First at bat, first AB, and we're thinking Paul Skeens here, just ting, see you later, no problem. Yeah, and that was, dude, Petrie's a true freshman in that game, taking Paul Skeens deep.
Yeah, I remember as a freshman. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he was a true freshman. That was when him and Condon were both neck and neck freshman of the year race.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good one, dude. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Let's see. Let's check some scores just all over college baseball here. Top 25 scoreboard. Dude, Arkansas now up 9-0, top of the ninth.
Vandy would focusing on Alabama, Oklahoma. It's been really good.
Vandy with just 3 hits. How about Nebraska up 7-3 on Oregon State, top of the ninth?
See, Oregon State's adds a lot of adversity they've gone through, and they've played a lot of tough games on the road. I think they're playing most of their games. I think 2/3 of their season, Chris, is on the road because of them being kind of independent, basically. But they played in those tournaments early, and had some struggles there. But
yeah,
I think they're talented. I mean, you have some talent up and down. I think it was Trent Caraway, and then Avia. What's his name? The middle infielder they have, who's a top.
Is Justin LeBron hurt?
He's breathing on the ground on his back. Did someone just comment that?
Yes, right here. LJ said it a minute ago.
I mean, I think maybe got the wind knocked out of him. I didn't see. I was looking at.
Dude, by the way, Cam Koziel, 2 homers, 5 ribbies in his return to Vandy. Dude, they booed him when he came up his first at bat.
That didn't surprise me.
The Vandy contingency. And then he just goes off.
They're checking out his hand.
Said his wrist.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's squirming.
Dude. What, do you die for a ball?
Yeah. He's also holding it because kind of groin hamstring area.
Oh.
No, it's just his wrist. He's able to grip, though. He's able to grip the guy's hand. They're showing just an Alabama fan in the stands, surrender Cobra.
God, that's brutal, dude. You really hope and pray that.
I mean, he's squeezing, he's moving and everything. He's fine. I'm not gonna say he's fine, but it's not like he can't move it.
Hmm.
Chris, I'm going to have to go ahead and say it again.
What's up?
Another Friday night game of the Joe, not sold out. What are we doing?
I don't know.
What else is there to do in
Bama,
Tuscaloosa?
Bama's still learning to love baseball, man. Bama's still learning to love baseball. So
I mean, I think it's fair to say that they're just not dedicated fans. Here's the play they're showing again. Range into his left, dives. Oh, he dives and just here's like this is glove hand goes
right.
here, catches the ball here and just kind of rolls it. Yeah. He's got wrist tape on too, which I think helped a little bit, but I mean it's kind of like you roll your ankle going for a layup, I think. Luckily, I think it's his glove hand, which is better, I'm gonna say.
Hope he's all right. That would suck. Dude, Justin LeBron's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch Arkansas game just from
LJ said A&M had a lot of empties tonight too. Well, with their start, I mean, listen, no matter what, I don't care how great your program is, baseball is still if there's not a product on the field, you're just not going to sell out. Like you have to have a product.
Especially college baseball.
If it gets to a point where the team's not good or the team's off to a really horrible
Anthony Ice
start.
just left the guy on third base on a 12-6 in the dirt. Nice pitch.
By the way, Ole Miss tied it up 5-5, bottom of the 7th.
Well, I guess it's about to happen right now.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
Sack fly.
I'm looking at Warren Nolan. Dude, how about Notre Dame beating Florida State tonight, 16-9?
Yeah, they beat several top 10 teams at home.
Notre Dame scores 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Dang.
They're down. No, excuse me. It was what was it? It was 8-8 going to the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, well.
8 runs.
8-8?
It was 8-8 going to the bottom of the 8th.
Ooh, good tape.
Let's see. I'm just looking at all. Virginia, I think, took the series against Stanford. They beat them 13-7 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, 2 completely different teams that I thought would play, I don't want to say opposite, but the struggles that Virginia has been having is A&M-esque. Not even close.
It is weird. They're not even in the top 25 anymore.
I know. And they were the number 1 ACC team ranked preseason.
I'll be very interested though if we get to the end of the season, it's oh well, there's Virginia and A&M and there's Florida. There they all are. There they all are. Just how about this? Virginia Tech beats Wake Forest tonight, 13-2 in 8 innings.
Dang.
Run ruled them.
Dang. That's tough. Chris, initial takeaways just from looking at the stat book and stuff from Arkansas, Vanderbilt. Obviously, bottom 9, down 9-0, but I'm going to go back and rewatch some certain parts of it. Vanderbilt, they were obviously 0 runs, so these stats are going to be pretty obvious. 3 for 26 hitting, over 7 with 2 outs, over 6 with runners on, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. So they didn't get anyone in scoring position either. 0 for 8 leadoff. Not a single leadoff guy has gotten on. Dang,
here's the thing with here. I'll say this too, Harrison. Here's the thing with Vandy. Watching them in person, and they're facing Zach Root, right? So that maybe it's a little bit unfair. So we'll see the rest of the weekend. They just don't hit a lot of balls hard. They didn't barrel up anything tonight. They didn't barrel up anything.
Yes, they're singles and doubles guys. That's their kind of forte.
Yeah, you almost feel like, Harrison, they have to swing it well just to score 4 runs. A lot of teams in the conference. I mean, Tennessee can have to them terrible night swinging it. They scored 5 runs. You know what I mean? Vandy, if they swing it really well, they're scoring 5 runs. And if they swing it just
Ole Miss home run.
Ole Miss home run?
Dang. 7-6. 7-5. 5.
God, dude. Bro, Harrison, let's just all take a moment real quick. You all in here know the game of baseball. Dude, when you're cold it's like being
curveball.
It's like being cold in anything else. Gambling, golf.
Oh my gosh, she knew
it is the most helpless feeling. Because you're trying so hard and nothing's working. And it's like the harder you try, the worse it gets. You know?
Chris, I just counted in that one sentence you said the number of Swayze crazies there, and I think it's all in my hand. I think there's 5.
No, there's nobody. Bro,
they're winning.
Hey, they got partying to do, man.
It is 9:52.
They're all at the library.
No, they're all at what's it called? The classroom.
The library's a bar, by the way, Harrison.
I know. They're all at the classroom.
Okay.
Which is another bar. It looks.
Is it?
I think it. Yeah.
What's the other one? There's another one called
it's like
City
like
Grocery. City Grocery is another bar.
You know why? So
why do they have so many silly bar names?
Hey, on the credit card statement, it comes up, oh, they spent money at the library, spent money at the class.
That's funny. That is funny.
That's why. Hey,
I don't know if they actually why they did it, but that's genius. Man, you've been spending a lot of money at the library lately. Like, just trying to get straight A's.
Reserving study rooms.
Just trying to get straight A's, you know? Yeah. Maybach says Virginia and A&M are due. At some point in baseball, though, you go from being due to not being good. But, Harrison, must we be reminded of what I said last year when I said Florida, just not a good baseball team? They're just not. I'm a little hesitant to say that. Because let me ask you this, Harrison. Let me ask you this. With as bad as Florida and A&M have been, let's throw UVA in this. Let's throw UNC in this. Tell me right now you'd want to see any of those teams I just mentioned as a 2 or a 3 seed in your regional.
Nope. I mean, Florida was a 3 seed last year.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
You don't want to see any of them
in the inning.
Really?
Ranging up to second. All right, I'm making a call to the bullpen.
LJ says LeBron makes last out, but you can tell that he's hurt.
Hey, call to the bullpen here. We got our guy, Micah. Where are you at, Micah?
What?
There he is.
Let's go, Micah.
He's at
– Is it the Rangers game?
He's at the juice box. He's at the ice box.
Is that Houston?
Yeah, he's at the ice box.
Let's go, Micah. Let's go, Micah.
Oh, I'll text him. I wanted to ask him the question. Who do you think has a better series from here on, a better season from here on out, A&M or Virginia? Because I know he's seen a lot of both.
Hey, let's acknowledge this one too. Our guy Ethan. A lot of hogs in here tonight. How about Root? Dude, I was gonna say this about Root. I love Harrison. I know you've seen it. Fellow lefty. When Root does his windup and he does this thing, and look at this. He comes up here and he goes, and then he does that little glove pop.
Yeah,
he does it all the way up here. Does the glove pop at the top. Yeah, his shit
with the bases loaded, they got out of it.
Root shit is filthy. Root's nasty.
Yeah,
I'm just really curious to watch Gabe Gackle tomorrow. I'm very excited to watch Gabe Gackle in person. I want to see what's up with Gabe Gackle. Like, this dude was supposed to be the man.
It's Gackle, right?
It's Gackle.
Okay, I know I pronounce all of them wrong, apparently.
Gabe Gackle. That's
Gackle. Was it Iredale. What was the other one I got wrong?
I don't know, man.
I'm willing to admit it.
Well, I keep saying Kassan Evans. I think Kassan sounds cooler, to be honest.
I thought it did too, and I got hammered for that.
Kason Evans. I think Kassan sounds dope. I did him a favor. You should go by Kassan.
Our resident just means less ACC, Micah Butel, who also watches a lot of SEC games in person, being over in Lamar, Texas. I said, who has a better season the rest of the season? I know I said season twice. A&M or Virginia? He goes, LOL. Give me A&M.
Micah's a big believer in A&M though, and Michael Early. He is still like a big believer.
Yeah, I mean, I think because he's seen more than in person, but still.
You know what I kind of wish we had? Y'all give me your thoughts. If A&M and UVA continue to suck, we need like an NIT of college baseball.
No, literally.
Who's gonna say no?
Who wants to play in that?
Well, here's the thing. Year one
they would. Year two.
Here's the problem too. Here's the problem too. Because the NCAA tournament goes on for like 3 weeks, a month almost. College World Series is a very tight window, 2 weeks. Harrison, if there's another tournament going on during the College World Series, I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching. They could play it after, but then you got 2 weeks off, and guys are playing summer ball.
They're all at summer ball. That's the problem. Yeah. It's
but no. Here's what we do.
Anybody watched it?
I got it. No, listen. I got it. Here's your NIT of college baseball. Just play it in the 2 week span when everybody else is doing regionals and supers, and play it during the week. Play it during the week. Then we have unlimited college baseball leading to the College World Series.
Chris, we have a hard enough time.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
Chris, we have a hard enough time as college baseball fans getting college baseball on television as a whole. That's not like pay-per-view.
Dude, I'm just saying the NIT of college baseball, we can get like, here's Missouri who went 3-27 in conference play. They're hosting whoever Pittsburgh. I don't know. Dude, I'll watch. Let's do it. Yeah. That's my goal. That's my new goal in life, to have the SEC, the NIT of college baseball presented by SEC Unfiltered. We'll just do like a big round robin of all the teams that stunk too much to get in the postseason.
Where are you going to host it at?
We can host it on campus. And then we'll have the championship. Where would we put the championship? Where's like a good neutral site? Put it here in Nashville.
Nashville Sound Stadium.
Nashville Sound Stadium, which I'll be probably pretty close to. So, yeah. Tell me NIT for college baseball. Look, Texas Rock. Hard pass. Hey, Ethan says, I've been meaning to get on your face for the Gackel mispronunciation. We do our listen. We try our best, man. If we fuck up a name, we're sorry.
Hey, I appreciate a genuine, like, respectful. Hey, it's actually pronounced this way. Because a lot of these games, since I'm watching quad boxes all weekend, a lot of them are on mute.
And some of the announcers mess up the names too.
I know. I mean, when I'm on the call for Georgia Tech, I make sure I have a pronunciation guide with me, like, in front of me. But hey, kick him Bart. Micah knows ball. I'll have to tell Micah he knows ball.
9-0, by the way, the final. Hogs get the dub. Dude, I'll tell you this. Arkansas folks that are tuned in, y'all will respect this. I am so hesitant to go all the way with the Arkansas hype. But Harrison, this Arkansas team.
I cannot believe you picked them.
I did. I picked them to win the College World. I will not jinx Arkansas this postseason. I will not do it.
Hey, if they don't make it, it's on you, Chris.
I will not jinx the. I refuse.
There we go. Florida's back in it. Solo shot.
Let's go, baby. There you go.
Hey, he didn't spike the bat.
Gators need a fucking miracle.
If they get swept, like
they will. If they get swept,
hey, ball knower is in the chat.
Ball knower in the chat. Ball knower in the chat. Let's go. Harrison, how much longer do you want to go? We've hit 10 o'clock Central.
We can do another 15 or something. I mean, hell, Braves game's at the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth.
And LSU, Mississippi State's bottom third.
The old San Diego.
I got to leave at 8 a.m. or like 8:20 to head out. I'm going to Athens tomorrow for a Jam for Cam for a cancer research fundraiser event.
Look at you. There you go.
Oh, it's a massive event. Look it up, Jam for Cam.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Huge melanoma cancer research, and I mean it's a huge like festival, and it's taking place in the streets. One of my buddies is one of the heads of the board that put it on every year. One of his fraternity brothers passed away from this, so they do a huge fundraiser for it. But before that, I'm working out with a friend of mine, Higher Up Wellness. If anyone knows who that is or wants to look him up, huge name in the health and wellness space. Top 5 podcasts in health and wellness, I believe, as well. Working out high rocks training at his trainer's gym over like 5 minutes away from Athens. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So doing that, gonna try to sneak over there for Sunday. Catch game 3 Sunday. We'll see if that works out. Yeah, why not?
For Georgia Auburn.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see.
By the way, Harrison, what I just say about Arkansas, look at these Arkansas fans. Gunner File. Shoot, even Arkansas fans know we're just getting set up for another heartbreak. Ethan, don't worry. We are professional chokers. We have the local EMT on speed dial.
I really like this Arkansas team as well.
Chinook, seed knower. Micah's a seed knower. That's right.
Hey, Chinook, I will say I tried the Parmesan. What is it? Parmesan pepper. Not my favorite. Hatch chili still at the top.
So you don't like it. So you don't like it.
I didn't. It was all right. I was expecting a little more kick to it. Right now, Hatch chili and cinnamon toast 1-2 in that order.
I'd be willing to drop a Chinook Seeds flavor power rankings. That'd be a fun little piece of content.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah, I think we should both do that. Chinook Seeds power rankings. Unfortunately, I think original is going to be my dead last.
I haven't even tried original, to be honest.
It's just like a plain seed, dude. Like,
yeah,
it's a plain seed. Yeah.
Who are you taking right now?
Chinook appreciates your honest but wrong feedback.
It just says honest feedback. It doesn't say wrong. That's yours.
I'm fighting for Chinook right here. I'm fighting for them.
Chinook, I have not been eating as many seeds as I need.
By the way, Chinook, I will text you after this, but I need a box.
Hot take.
OG's one. I respect it though. I'll put it to you this way. I'll respect it. I think he's gonna understand what I'm saying. OG for the seed, like no flavor, is like eating a pizza with no cheese. Or no, excuse me, no toppings. A pizza with no toppings, just cheese.
I was about to say, isn't that just
That's how you know when you got something really good. If you can, it's like seeing a woman with no makeup. If she's still beautiful with no makeup, then she's really that shit.
I don't disagree with that, but
she's really beautiful.
Hey,
somebody else is beautiful.
Should we? Timing wise is bad, Chris. Timing wise is bad, but I do want to bring Micah. Can we bring Micah in on this A&M Virginia? Sure. All right, let me send him this.
Sorry, Jake, you're being replaced.
No,
as he's rocking that just means less ACC hat.
Wait, is he actually?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Look at this guy.
I need an SECU hat, Chris.
I mean, I'll send you one. You should have asked me for one a month ago.
That was my bad, by the way. I should have had you bring one to Arlington.
Whatever. I got you. Yeah, I'll send a hat.
Let's see if he jumps in. I just texted him it.
What? Yeah, I mean, what about A&M?
He says Jake's been rescued. He's not trapped in the well.
Hey, he's out of the well.
That was one of my favorite parts about the clip the clip we posted to Jake about A&M. He's like in the dark, like he's Batman, like delivering that message. I'm here from the darkness to tell you that A&M sucks.
Don't mind me just tweeting that out right now.
Can we talk about how
Jake, Jake, congrats to the Aggies. Congrats to the Aggies. How about A&M, baby? 1-8 or 1-6.
Oh,
1-6.
1-0
on the weekend. 1-0. That's all that matters. 1-0 in the last one.
Undefeated on the weekend.
2-0 in the last two.
They said last year, even when they were winning, that it's every day's opening day. So they're 1-0 on opening day.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Can we talk about how there's a world where if Kentucky has even a little bit of a bullpen, they're 6-1 right now?
Well, they don't. That's the problem. They don't.
No.
They should have won on Sunday.
Here we go.
And Micah? Oh!
Is he at the Astros game?
Yeah, he's at the Astros game. Micah.
Jeez.
Can you hear us, Micah?
Uh-oh. We'll see if the Wi-Fi. We'll see if the Wi-Fi will work. I'm still balling on the Wi-Fi from the College Classic.
Wow.
Micah, you're solely on here to explain who has a better rest of the season, A&M or Virginia, and why.
Both are Omaha bound, so I don't know what we're worried about here.
I have them both in my Omaha preseason.
We never gave up on the boys ever.
I'm the one that's been shitting on early, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And don't look at who A&M plays next weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at that. That doesn't matter. What matters is now.
Hey, one game at a time.
A&M's fucking Liam Doyle up next weekend.
That's gonna be karma.
Hey, do we need to go to Knoxville? By the way, Harrison. I mean,
I think y'all should.
Damn, that seems like
I can't be there Sunday. I got to be in Augusta Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Tennessee got his credentials early. If they get his credentials again, I will 1,000% go. 1,000%.
They'll give it to you.
Yeah, I can make that happen.
Well, if they don't, and Vandy credentialed us, I'll just.
Micah, you see the hat Jake's rocking?
Did I hear what?
You see the hat Jake's rocking?
Jake's hat.
Yeah, I know. That a boy, Jake.
On an SEC show, you're gonna get sent back to the well.
I'll turn it around so you'll stop giving me crap.
No, it's fine. We support.
Yeah.
just not in Omaha.
Chris is an ally.
Let us enjoy this win. Hey, Terrence Kill III taking Liam Doyle yard on Friday.
Yeah. I believe it. But Mike and I talked to him after the game. He was not unwavered.
We got quad boxes. We're all quad boxing.
Hey, we got the quad box going. I got the quad box on.
Harrison's the king of the quad box.
Hey, Micah.
Hey, I got
Sun Belt League champs.
I got like a minute till fireworks start going off, so you got a minute.
All right. Well, anything you want to say?
Yeah, you got to.
You're here barging into the show.
I mean, all I'll say is, you know what? I'm just glad to see A&M looking like they're having fun playing baseball. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff sent to me, like people that were there. Shout out to some of my A&M friends. Like, obviously, Jake and I will be there tomorrow. If you guys didn't know that, so that'll be exciting.
We didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow at old Bluebell Park. But it was just good to see them smiling and having fun. Like at the end of the day, I just want these guys to have fun. So I'm all in. Never give up on the Omaha dream.
Hey Chris,
let the boys
winning
play.
Solves a lot of problems.
Hey, now we need the Gators to get it rolling, boys.
Hey, I'm honestly, as long as Florida doesn't want to get it going against Florida State, I'm good.
Yeah,
we need to take the series.
7-6 Ole Miss, top of the 8th. So not looking good.
All right,
Micah, enjoy fireworks. Thanks
peace
for the
out, boys.
Micah, you're the man. You're the man.
Did you already talk about Texas winning 15-4 at Fidel Stadium?
No, Fidel Theta actually.
Fidel Stadium. Hey, really quickly, my guy Chinook. Yes, I need a box of just barbecue seeds. Only barbecue. That is my go-to. That is my flavor. Barbecue. I think I'm already run out of barbecue. I like all the other ones, but barbecue's my
Chinook, I got a question for Chinook. What is the next seed in the lab they're making?
How do we come up with our own flavor? And what would your flavor be?
Buffalo chicken. Buffalo chicken dip.
I feel like somebody's done that. I feel like they told me somebody did.
Another brand has done Buffalo Ranch.
Buffalo chicken.
Buffalo style ranch, but a buffalo chicken dip would be.
What happened to just like traditional ranch seeds?
What about a hot honey?
Hot honey, what? Like a hot honey barbecue?
Hot honey chipotle.
All right, I got one. Y'all gonna think it's gross?
Probably.
Chipotle mayo.
I love Chipotle mayo.
Chipotle mayo. Chipotle mayo.
Sweet potato fries. Oh my gosh.
Chipotle mayo. I'm telling you right now, Chipotle mayo seeds would slap. Damn it, put me on that damn bag. Put me on that. I want to be like Bobby. I want to be just like Bobby Witt. Put me on the bag.
Hey, LJ likes it. Chipotle
Put
mayo.
me on that bag. I want to see Jake and Harrison on this show getting their seeds, and there's my face on their seed bag. Hey. That's what I want. That's my new goal. That is my new goal.
Wait, so okay, Chris, would you rather have that or the NIT sponsored by SEC Unfiltered?
Both.
I would rather have the seeds.
No, it'll be the NIT baseball tournament presented to you by Chipotle Mayo Chinook seeds.
Presented to you by Chipotle.
Who are presented to you by. Everything's just presented to you by. It's just all stacked up.
Hey, whitest flavor ever though.
Yeah. Dude, Chipotle mayo is very good. See, some people hate mayonnaise. Jones, I want to highlight this. Texas hit 5 homers. Gasparino went 3 for 5, 2 bombs, 8 RBI in the 15-4 win.
Credit to Troy Tulowitzki for kind of fixing his swing. They did a lot of work. They did a lot of work in the offseason, apparently.
There's a base knock. Mississippi State just tied it up. Oh, no, they're going to hold him at third.
Bro, we really don't talk about the fact – we don't talk about it enough, the fact that Troy Tulowitzki is their fucking hitting coach. No, like, Tulo – I don't know if today's baseball players realize how much of a legend Tulo is.
Yeah.
He was a stud, dude. He wasn't just like he played in the big leagues. Dude, he was a star. Like, Tulo was that shit, dude.
Him and Arenado were like a dream.
Yeah.
Tulo was a dog. A straight-up dog, man.
No, hey, do you guys remember? Jake probably does when Troy Tulowitzki, when he was obviously a couple years ago coaching at, I think he was more of like an assistant, kind of freelance assistant at Texas. He gave his glove, one of his old gloves, to Trey Faltini. I think it's Faltini. And he was using Troy Tulowitzki's glove in a game. Could you imagine that?
The craziest one was they had a transfer from Kansas, Skylar Messenger, and Tulo worked with him, and his swing was like verbatim of Troy Tulowitzki's, like the leg kick, everything. Like it was seriously like watching Troy Tulowitzki 2.0.
Chris,
did you see them comparing Daniel Dickinson and Dylan Cruz's swings on the telecast yesterday?
I did not.
They look very similar, but I'm like,
yesterday.
Damn. Yeah, because they played yesterday. LSU Mississippi State.
Yeah,
dude, by the way, I ran a poll on social media, and it only got like 400 votes. But I said, do you love or hate Thursday through Saturday? Dude, 54% love. They love it.
It's about to be 53% because I'm going to go vote no.
But the poll's over, so.
Can I give
people love it.
Box?
You said what?
Can I give a hot take on the box?
Oh, I thought you said on the Ox. Yeah, on the box.
On Alex Box, yeah.
The shithole, and they need to fix it. The fans are late.
Jake, you're lucky. If the wrong people for you were tuned into this, you would be done.
Jake,
you would
Chris,
be
he is
done.
Trying to go to the box for LSU Tennessee with me. He's
Jake, I'm telling you.
You are not going to get very good
Jake, you would get cooked.
No.
Jake, do you understand? I could clip that, and your life, your next few days in the timeline would be ruined.
You would have to clip the second.
You thought the A&M clip was bad.
Yeah, that's probably up in there. That's up there with that.
I clarified it.
There you go. Tie game in the box.
The fans deserve better than that stadium. The fans make that place electric.
Well, hey, it's too bad that those comments are separated on the clip.
No, I said that.
Dude, our guy Chinook, I don't know if y'all knew this. I don't know if he wants me to put this out there. One of the people that own and operate Chinook is an LSU fan. So you have offended him.
He lives in Tennessee.
But he's an LSU fan.
That was it. But in all seriousness, though, like it's very dated. I think that like the LSU, like it's a premier program. I think that they need to have like a Duty Noble type of stadium. I think it's like 7 or 8 in the SEC. I think.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Okay. You were about to get in a lot of trouble if you hadn't been.
For as much of a pin, have you been to Florida State?
I have been to Florida State. Yes, I've been to the suites up there.
It's basically Florida State. It's the exact same. Imagine Florida State with outfield bleachers.
Okay.
But you would think that the powerhouse, the pinnacle of college baseball.
I went to Florida State, Miami.
That they would have a little bit better of a stadium.
I thought Florida State would have more down the lines.
Yeah. Their student section, though, is pretty empty when I went. So I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the same.
So I don't know what it actually looks like for a full weekend. I went there when they were 8-25 in Link Jarrett's first year.
Well, see, the box has a lot more down left field line than Mike Martin Field Stadium.
It's a very old stadium. It's small concourse. The suite level's great, like where the media is. The media is probably the best in the SEC.
Yeah.
But some of the fan sight lines and stuff like that, I think that LSU could do a little bit better for their fans because I think they're like a top 3 fan base in college baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, they win, so it's always easy to be a fan of like a winning team.
Yeah, winning helps, Chris, right? Winning helps.
Winning cures all. All right. Boys, I got to call it. I got people texting me, want me to come out. I mean, I am in Nashville.
It's Central Time, Chris. It's only
I understand, but they were out because they were watching the damn Tennessee basketball game.
It doesn't, Chris, it doesn't start popping off till 11.
They're already there, though. Jake, we've been at this for over an hour.
Yeah, Jake, where have you been?
Every single week,
I committed to an hour.
Harrison's like, we got to keep this to an hour, man. We got to keep this to an hour, man.
Not all of us are as cool as you, Jake, and go to all these baseball games and get treated like royalty.
Well,
I mean, I did that too, but I just left.
Hey, the only people that treat me well, I will stay on this business is Tennessee.
Tennessee's great.
I left early. That's how it went. Like it was kind of like when Jake was like, "How do you make?" I'm like, "Oh, I left the game early because somebody has to host the damn show."
I mean, how many times do we have a coach that starts? A new coach starts a game in season. I had to talk to him about.
Hey, dude, David Pierce had to be sitting on his couch ready. He's like, I'm ready to coach, baby. Let's go.
He was at Texas State for like their fall, and it was
just assistant.
Yeah, he was an assistant, and now he's the head ball coach at Rice. They're bringing back the Wayne Graham days. Hot take. They're going to be in Omaha in 3 years.
I hope so.
That's a hell
I will say I started my dynasty on NCAA 25 with Rice.
20. Chris, can you please clip that?
Rice in Omaha in 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, clip that and then pair it with Micah's Mizzou in Omaha in 3 years. You're on the clock.
Jesus Christ. What's a more ridiculous
Where's Gig and Bart?
Who gets to Omaha first?
All-knower Micah?
Who gets to Omaha first, Mizzou or Rice? The answer is definitely Rice.
Definitely Rice.
Yeah.
I'll go on record and say they make a super before they go to Omaha before Mizzou makes a super.
Rice in Omaha, the box sucks. What is going on?
Somebody get this man.
It's opposite day.
Let me add, Chinook, let me add one. He's wearing a just means less ACC hat too.
Yeah. Jake came in here flipping shit on his
not
head.
Not one, not two. That's three strikes.
Jake came in here flipping shit on his head.
Hey, let me add another one. Yeah, he goes to a Rice game.
I would like the clarification that I said that the fans deserve better at the box.
Not, you said, and I quote, the box is a shithole, end quote.
We're clipping it off now.
It's documented, Jake. I mean, there's no running from this. Like,
I stand by that.
I'm gonna do you the solid of not clipping that and tagging every LSU person I know.
I will do it then if you don't.
I stand by that. And again, if you can clip the part
you do it though.
Playing where the fans they should have the best stadium in the SEC, in all seriousness.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, no disrespect, I don't know why Mississippi State does though. There's nothing to do there.
This is a Jake clone, he said. Yeah, this is the ACC version of Jake McKeever. The SEC version is still in the well at Bluebell.
Hey, this version of Jake McKeever just means less apparently.
He died. He didn't come back from Nashville.
I will say I have a lot of respect for LSU as a program, but also the fans. They treated me with great hospitality in Hoover last year when Chris left me. Chris just sent me on my way and said, "You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out." Figured it out. I stayed with a buddy and his family, good family friend of mine, and in Birmingham, and drove to Hoover every day. And LSU fans took good care of me, fed me. I brought some food. Don't worry, I brought some food. We did wings. I brought wings for lunch. We grilled those up. Got cultured with the Bayou food, that's for sure. And the last day we did a bring your own custom crawfish boil. We had like 4 different ones. It was awesome. Great experience. Looking forward to seeing them.
Crawfish boil.
What?
Your favorite crawfish boil side?
Side?
Yeah, so you can't pick actual crawfish.
I like the sweet potatoes. I think that was a good one.
I'm a big mushroom guy.
Mushrooms was another one too I was thinking of. I like sweet potatoes.
I hate mushrooms every other thing except for crawfish.
Dude, no, you need to get portobello mushrooms. Like, cook them over an egg, a big green egg, better than a grill. I'm going to stand on that business forever. With some, like, Dale's low sodium sauce in there, like, marinate them in that, and then put some cheese in them, and then broil them with cheese, like a 5-cheese mix.
I'm not going to do that much. But, Chris, they taste like just crawfish gummy bears is the best way to describe crawfish mushrooms. Like boiled mushrooms. Like,
hey, don't talk to Chris about gummy bears.
Yeah, a quarter of gummies enough. A quarter of gummies enough.
Oh my gosh! All right,
he's on mushrooms tonight.
I just noticed why does it say 119 but it's 1021? Was Harrison late?
No.
Hold on, 1021. What do you mean?
It was 10:22 is the time.
He's saying the lies. We started it late because Chris sent us.
No, I messed it up. Yeah, I created the live. I uploaded it without the thumbnail, so I had to delete it, re-upload it.
I'm going to be
that
the
was
guy
on
that
me.
actually talks baseball in here because Anthony Eisen just left second and third stranded with filthy 12-6 curveballs, and Lamosa's out of the dugout chewing out the umpire right now.
I said Einstein was going to have a bounce back game, by the way. I said that.
This curveball, you literally, when you talk about falls off a table, you roll a ball off the kitchen table. It probably has. I would love to look at the TrackMan of it. It's at least 18 inches of just induced or just break.
I had a Ruger Riojas for my two favorite portal arms.
Favorite what?
Portal arms. Zach Root, I didn't really consider a portal arm because he was like very well known. But like the underrated portal arms.
That's a good. I'll think of that. I don't know off the top of my head.
And then I'm trying to think of the bat that I liked. Luke Lawrence from Kentucky. He was my favorite under the radar portal guy from Illinois State.
No, there's a better bat option. Who was it? It might have been in Arkansas. What's his face?
Aloy?
Yeah, where did he come from?
BYU.
He's at BYU. Jeez.
Well, they're Hawaiian. There's a lot of Mormons in Hawaii for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, there's a BYU Hawaii.
What?
Random fact of the day from Jake. I didn't know that either.
Jake is on one tonight, bro.
Jake's on one.
Oh my God,
Who is this person?
Chris, he's on another one. Look at his bill. It's just like it's off centered a little bit.
He's on that Liam Doyle tonight.
He's on that Liam.
Funky ass bill.
Oh, we're Harrison and we have an idea for the LSU Tennessee series. We're gonna do a hat fitting with Liam.
My guy's gonna look at me like, really? That's what you want to do?
I think Liam. I'd love.
Dude, Chris Lamonis is still out there chewing out the umpire.
What's the score in that one?
1-1, bottom four. They had second and third. Einstein gets out of it.
Dude, Florida down 1, bottom 8.
I just went full screen on this because it was more important. They got bottom 8, 2 outs now.
There's no way they choke again, right? With Florida.
I mean, they'd have to come back. They're down by 1.
Yeah.
Look, Chris, first we lose big, then we lose small, then we win small, then we win big.
Okay.
That was what. All
right, fair enough.
That was what the Texas fans said during the Herman years. That was one of their favorite quotes when they would lose close games.
All right, let's call it, boys. I got to get on the road.
I hit my 20-minute quota, so
we're an hour and a half in. Guys, before we get out of here, I do want to tell you about our friends over at FanDuel. Let me get this ad read in, boys, because obviously we're brought to you by our friends at FanDuel. We appreciate those guys sending us on the road. Official partners of the SEC Unfiltered Tour. It's going to send us all over the place all year long. And this bracket season, FanDuel's letting you make the call because right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 extra bucks to bet on everything from clutch shots to last-second heartbreaks and even who's cutting down the nets. If you've been waiting to join, there's no better time. There's tourney action almost every day, and FanDuel has amazing bet types like spreads, totals, game props, and so much more. Once again, myself, Dave Shoemate, we've been dropping picks for every single March Madness game. Tail us, fade us, whatever you want to do. You fade me, you're probably going to get rich, although
I did a FanDuel bet, Chris, the other day I got to tell you about. The Sonny Gray strikeout prop.
You can do that, too. You can bet on everything. They got props. They got
almost
totals, parlays, everything you can think of. You can bet on it at FanDuel. Just make sure when you do, you visit FanDuel.com/SECU and get in on the college hoops action all tourney long. Must be 21 and up and present in select states or 18 and up and present in D.C. First online bro money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino, LLC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. I don't want to sound like, by the way, I'm like, I was miserable the last like 10 minutes because I see this comment from Gig'em Bart saying you can tell Broadway is calling Chris's name. I'm happy to stay on here all night, but I do want to go meet up with my buddies tonight. So, I mean, I do want to go meet up with the squad. I mean, win in Rome. Win in Rome.
Sure.
Win in Rome.
Hey, Jake, I'm going to throw out their top.
I want y'all to know I'm enjoying this. I don't want everybody to think I'm not. So
I want to answer Jake's top transfer portal kind of sleeper. Are we doing sleeper or just overall? Like non-big name? Sleeper? Okay, because you can't do Daniel Dickinson. Robbie Burnett from UNC Asheville to Georgia.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, hell of a.
Hey, showing Georgia fans a little love.
Attaboy, Harrison. There you go.
Get used to it.
There you go.
Don't get used to it.
Good job, Harrison. Look at that. His gold and his, what is it? Navy and gold blood.
It's old gold and white are traditional colors.
They were Navy.
Old gold and white.
Look it up. Those are the two traditional. They added Navy though.
Okay.
Just saying.
Dude, when I was like in middle school, I was convinced. I was like, no, they are gold and black. That was wrong.
Well, and then remember when the whole Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow song came out?
I do. I remember that very vividly, yes.
Wow. You were probably in college when that happened.
Yeah, I was. I think I was like I was like a sophomore in college when that came out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Harrison was 3rd grade.
Probably.
Harrison was late to his own birthday.
Hey, hopefully I'm late to my own funeral. That's all that matters.
Late to his own funeral.
All
right. Let's go ahead and put a pin in it, boys. Again, we appreciate y'all. Over 1,200 of you.
Hey, Jake, back to the well, buddy. Back to the well.
Back to the well you go, Jake. Hey, can you bring us the real Jake next weekend?
Well, the real Jake Mckeever, please stand up.
This imposter Jake. We're not fans of this imposter Jake, all right?
We'll
bring back the real Jake. I'll send you a hat. I'll send you a hat so we can get you looking right, Jake.
Oh, and can I talk about can I shit on the ACC so people know my allegiance?
Sure. Do whatever you want.
Florida State getting the teeth kicked in by Notre Dame.
We talked about that game earlier, Jake. 8 runs for Notre Dame in the bottom of the 8th inning.
On a Friday, you don't have any pitching to strike out a midway.
On a Friday.
Absurd.
Hey, well, opening day, the Angels had Nicky Lopez pitching, a position player pitching on opening day. They're down 8-0 to the worst team in baseball by far, the White Sox.
Hey, White Sox are over 500 for the first time since I think like opening day of 2023.
No, and you're telling me that you don't have anyone to throw? It's opening day. Everyone's fresh.
Some of us have that over 52 wins prop, Harrison.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Over 52 wins.
It's going to be a long season for you, Jay.
God.
Ultimate sweat.
You're going to get down to the last month, and they're going to be at like 44 wins.
I just did that simply for the sweat.
I love that. Good. A true degenerate.
Enjoy that, you degenerate.
A true degenerate. All right, let's put a pin in it, boys. Again, I want to say thank you. Almost 1,300 of you tuned in live. We can't say thank you enough. We're obviously having a blast doing this, man. This has become I speak for all of us, our favorite piece of content every single week. I mean, Friday Night Spikes has really just taken into a life of its own. And all of you that tune in, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the podcast as well, we can't say thank you enough. And I look forward to one day very soon us doing a Friday Night Spikes, all three of us together at some point. Maybe it's Omaha. Maybe so.
Maybe Friday Night Spikes in person.
LSU, Tennessee.
Maybe.
Let me say in my statement, and then I'm getting out of here. Friday Night Spikes in person, 3 of us at the College Baseball NIT presented by SEC Unfiltered, sponsored and brought to you by
live from Taylor Stadium. It's Mizzou and Boston
live
College.
By Delta Theta Stadium.
Delta
presented by Chinook Scenery, SEC Unfiltered, Chris Phillips,
Chipotle Mayo,
Florida versus Virginia.
God, Florida versus Virginia.
And Phi Delta Theta
Florida
Stadium.
versus Virginia in the nobody wishes they were here tournament.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we'll sell it out though. We'll sell it out.
I doubt that. Did you see how many people were at that game tonight? It was all Texas fans.
I'm surprised they went to Tacoma. What is there to do?
I don't think any of the main crew went. I think this was a degenerate.
Occupy left field sent their backups. They sent their second string.
We'll see you on the other side.
All right. Hey, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much as always. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast. Follow us on socials. Follow myself at CPhilly19, Harrison at Fantavious9.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Fantavious. It's taken by
Fantavious9 and Jake Mckeever at CBC Jake
MCK.
MCK, Jake Mack, essentially. CBC Jake MCK. Follow us across the board. Follow SECU. Y'all know the drill. Thank y'all so much. Again, appreciate y'all. Enjoy the college baseball the rest of the weekend. The windup returns Monday. Friday night spikes next Friday. Y'all know the drill. Be good, you degenerates. We'll talk to you on the other side. Peace.